in Sports Center.
Welcome back to another edition of Train Wreck Tuesday. I am your host, definitely not Lucas Bancroft, back with you once again after a historic week in the books. A lot to discuss, big numbers, low numbers, travesties, collusions, scandals, you name it, we'll talk about it. Up first, we will discuss a history-making matchup between the Commish and Ryan's Rad Team. Now, Ryan's Rad Team, a solid week, 127 points from him, but get this, the Commish with 180 points, winning this one on the backs of Jalen Hurts and Devontae Smith popping off for a combined 55 points. You also have Christian McCaffrey with 40 points on Sunday Night Football. Quinshon Judkins, another 26 points. Stellar performance, wins the week, most points in the history of Boston Urban Hospitality Fantasy Football. The Commish looking to ride this wave. He's now 4-3 in 5th place. Ryan's Rad Team also 4-3 in 7th place. Let's see what the future holds for these two powerhouses. The biggest blowout this week had the Hard Aries and Ariel De Silva taking down Are You Worthy of LaMarvelous Laporta and head coach Georgie. And a lot of chitter-chatter surrounding this matchup. Ariel De Silva, the head coach of the Hard Aries, saying, how did Georgie even get into this league? Losing by almost 50 points, 132-74 on the back of Bo Nix in that fourth quarter comeback for the Broncos. 40 points out of him, 300 yards and 2 touchdowns. We also have C.D. Lamb returning from injury with 110 receiving yards and a touchdown to boot, putting up 20 points for him. Now, George Kittle also returning from injury, but not as much heroics out of him. Only 2 targets for a goose egg. Let's see if head coach Ariel De Silva can solve some of these issues at the tight end position to go forward. Now, on the other side of the ball, single digits all over the roster for Are You Worthy of LaMarvelous Laporta, including a goose egg out of the kicker Daniel Carlson. Are You Worthy moves to 3-4 and in 9th place. Let's see if Georgie can rebottle up some of that magic he found early on in the season. Next up, we have Like a Good Neighbor going up against Johnny V-Bucks, and Johnny V-Bucks, a stellar performance out of him as well, 169 points. A great week out of Like a Good Neighbor and a week that they needed. Unfortunately, going up against someone who's putting up 170, it's going to be tough to win that one. Justin Herbert with 30 points, 40 points out of Jamar Chase, another 20 from Charbonnet in the Monday Night Football game with 2 touchdowns. Who is the wide running back on the Seattle Seahawks? We will keep you posted when we find out about that. Chris Olave with also 27 points. The other side of the ball, if there was some more production in the running back room, 6 points from David Montgomery. Cole Kmet injured in that game. Tight end an issue all around the league. Like a Good Neighbor moves to 2-5 in 13th place. Now Johnny V-Bucks 5-2 in 3rd. Critics dubbed this next matchup as the Clash of the Titans, as you have 50 Shades of May going up against, we have a name change. The Beef Belt Boyos are now 10 out of 10 with Rice. Don't really get that name. Anywho, Clash of the Titans, 2 storied head coaches, storied franchises in this league, both 2-time champions. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that before. 50 Shades of May, more disappointment for him, as has been the story of the season. They moved to 2-5, losing this one 92-135. Great performance out of the Beef Belt Boyos when they needed it. Rashid Rice coming back, 22 points out of him in pretty much just the first half. History-making evening on Monday Night Football for Jahmyr Gibbs with 136 rushing yards and 82 receiving yards on top of that, piled on with 2 touchdowns. That is the number 1 draft pick you want and how they want them to perform. Now, on the other side of the ball, other than Drake May and Jake Ferguson, Jake and Drake, carrying this team, but just awful performances. The running back room combined not even topping double digits between Ashton Genty and Joe Korey-Kroski-Merritt. And special teams was a disaster this week as well down in Pittsburgh. Let's hope that 50 Shades of May, time is running out for them, if you will. They've made the moves. They are, they're always savvy about that. The head coach is incredibly handsome as well. Some people say there's some resemblance. To me, I don't really see it. Anywho, both of these teams are now 2-5. Let's hope that they can start to find some of the magic they found in seasons past and get into the promised land. Another historic performance this week as Miso Brady moves 7-0, winning this one 125-75. Huge shout out to head coach Luke Pagnotti, putting together what has been a storybook season so far. First 7-0 start in league history since the 2019 June Niners, head coached by Lucas Bancroft. I know we've mentioned him on this program before, future Hall of Famer. The other thing about this matchup, I'm just not really going to mention it at all. This is a serious program. We don't deal in jokes and funny business. Neb, once again, not sending his lineup. He will not be discussed for the future of this program. 2 scoops of Brown able to pull off a upset this week, taking down Metcalf and Cheese 140-120. High-scoring affair from both sides of the ball. 2 scoops and Brown moves to 2-5 behind Amon-Ra St. Brown and Keenan Allen, combining for 50 points for them, each scoring a touchdown with triple-digit yards. Trevion Henderson, very disappointing, 5 rushing yards for him. What is going on with the Patriots running back situation there? We will also keep you posted on that. Now, you also have a disappointing performance from Travis Etienne and Dallas Goedert, but the rest of the team able to make up for it. A.J. Brown with 30 points as well. The Eagles' offense really was cooking with some gas this week. Other side of the ball, DK Metcalf crashing back down to earth with only 8 points out of him. Travis Kelce, 8.5 points. Other than that, a lot of great performances. Jonathan Taylor staying on this stellar campaign for him, but when you're starting Spencer the Rattler, 3 interceptions out of him, costing Metcalf and Cheese the week. Metcalf and Cheese 4-3 in 4th place. Hopefully they can get back into the winners column next week. It was a down week for Sequanda Forever going up against Full Tank Michael, but able to pull out the W regardless by a slim margin of 6 points, 100-94, and the woes of the defending champion Chef Michael's season continue and continue. 1-6 for him in dead last. Just tough to look at this roster other than Josh Jacobs, Bryce Young being injured in this game. He's going to have to go shopping for a new QB as well. Not a great week out of Sequanda Forever, not the performance we're used to with her pretty solid squad this season. Patrick Mahomes able to carry them, and as well as Trey McBride looking like prime Gronk with Jacoby Brissett under center. Sequanda Forever has a very difficult matchup next week against 50 Shades of May, who's desperately needing a win. Full Tank Michael, 1-6. We will see what adjustments he can make and try and get back to where we were at last season. Would like to thank you all once again for tuning into this edition of Trainwreck Tuesday, live from New York City. Please click down below, like and subscribe. The program could not be possible without you guys and our sponsors. I'd like to shout out our sponsor, Football, and also our other sponsor, the Schofield Revolver. Each and every gunslinger loves it. That being said, without further ado, I am definitely not Lucas Bancroft, signing off. Fooled you guys with the disguise, didn't I?